One area of painting where I've always had a bit of difficulty is getting the plasma coil glow looking right. So I'm going to try a new technique this time, see if that gets me a better result. So I'm going to start with coating all the coil area with a very, very pale grey called Wolf Grey 72047 in the Vallejo game range. So not quite white because I will be using white later. So you want something very pale, but not white yet. That's my starting point. The next step is to really thin down some dead white with water so that it goes into the crevices, but still leaves some of the grey poking through on those ridges. So just really, really water down so that it seeps into the cracks and doesn't sit on top. Once the white paint is fully dry, then just a very, very light and careful dry brush of uniform grey, just hitting the ridges slightly so that they start to stand out a bit from the white and grey underneath. The last dry brush goes a step darker into Incubi Darkness. And again, just a very gentle dry brush so that we don't get any in the recesses, which will spoil the effect. To get the glowing colour in the recesses, I've used Contrast Imperial Fist, which then covers up the white, and then you still get the dark ridges showing up. Then just go around the edges with some really thin down white. Then just go back over it with a really thin down coat of Imperial Fist Contrast. To finish it off, I used a tiny amount of Battle Red, heavily watered down, into sort of the middle of it, so that makes it look slightly darker in the center and brighter at the edges. And then one little line of white across the corner where it turns, again giving the impression of that extra bit of shine and heat and selling the overall look of the plasma. So that's the approach.